money go. You don't slap that's fast, the money low. I'm a grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When a check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when a check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Ooh. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys in the Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boys in the Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Double zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish him. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the end result, I better kill them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. What state prop you looking bleak now? I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find it so she fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars in the Shawshank.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up, I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. The kicker, Dustin Hopkins, set to get this one going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Cut. 80. 54. So don't say nothing.
This is Hines. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. Hines. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Here's Rosen. And that's complete to Lewis. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Rosen off the play action. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And down he'll go at the 25. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Great. 58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, D, tighten up. Let's go, D, tighten up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. Taking a deep shot. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And the way in for a Miami touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first NFL reception, goes for 6 as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Rosen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Rosen. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
They'll run with Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
3. Key in 21. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins. 20. Mike, check. 59.
From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It's John Simon with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
They run with Hines. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now, these two teams have met a total of 15 times starting back in 1997. Of course, remember, Baltimore was moved from Cleveland by owner Art Modell back in 1996, so they didn't have a team prior to that, but they met in 97, 15 times since then. The most recent meeting was back in 2017, a 40-0 rout by the Ravens over the Dolphins. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, it's Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check, 59. You ain't going nowhere.
On first down, it's Newton. Got his man, it's Williams. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Mike Williams, 28 yards. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. To try again after the sack. Rosen, screenplay, Johnson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Rosen will throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A first down run for Elliott, not going to pan out. He'll, in fact, wind up losing a couple. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. That's it, lady. I hope you brought your left, because I'm about to take you to school. Express! Great.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for the Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake.
Under crunch. He's coming. We got double up. Check 26. Hey, alert. Check 43.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Here comes the boom. Hug. Monday.
Now on 2nd and 16. Rosen. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Monday. Hey, you. Check. Walk 54. You.
Now Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They're running it. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you.
3rd and long. It's Newton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early? And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down. Check, check, walk 54, walk man, one down. Alert, alert, alert. Hey, orbit.
Rosen to throw on 3rd down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Check 24, check 24. Check 3, check 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check the backer, check the backer. Sweat, alert, alert, alert.
They'll run for it with Hines. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
20.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Elliott slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Greg. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it. Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And Blake, the tight end's got it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Hey, Steve 6. 54, right there. 54, Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this. Mike 54.
Again, it's Rosen. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So we're at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. It's a short kick here, fielded at the 24. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on 2nd and 16, Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
58, boy, 58, Mike. Get ready.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Markel Lee providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20. Not a big deal on that one, just your everyday 67-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a...
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Nyheim Hines. 60 yards, and the Ravens get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Right there to 3.
Mike, 58, right there. Go, go, go. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Slam, slam, slam.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
20.
80's getting the ball here.
8.
Lucky.
8.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Space to maneuver at the 40. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And finally down at the 41-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Great.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
8.
On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
61, matchbox, right.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rosen. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ricky. Bravo.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. But it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Alert. Middle.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
80. Hey, box truck.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Duke Johnson there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Elliott. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Throwing on third and long. Newton under pressure again, and down he goes again. Markel Lee able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this will be blown dead right around the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He's going to launch it for Washington. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use them.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Naeem Hines, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good, and we are tied here in the fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A 20th carry here for Elliott. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check. Crunch. Great. Watch the 8. Check three. Chance. Kill.
Back to throw. Newton under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're looking at 4th down now in this tie ball game. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They run again with Hines. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally taken down at the 36-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Hines. Levante David in on the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down now, it's Hines. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down.
Monday. Hey, Delta. He's mine. Like 28. Hey.
Throwing now is Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check tight. 20. 58, boy. 58, Mike. 8. I'm going to run you over. Come on. Shit.
Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Stop your whining. Hey! Check 24. Watch 24.
Newton to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
It's our time. Joker.
Running with Elliott. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least.
There he goes left side, and he is in for the see it, making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Ravens, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.